Hey, it's me, Brian with TeachSelfAwareness.com. Welcome back to another video. This one's going to be 4 little mini spiritual tips for your spiritual trip. And we're going to pull a card. The card is called Aloneness. Ooh, let's find out what kind of spiritual tips we can get out of that one. So let's go ahead and pull a card up here, and we're going to use that card to get some spiritual tips for our spiritual trip. Now look, when I say spiritual trip, I don't mean to be all like new agey or anything like that. No, I'm just talking about simple self-awareness. Awareness, consciousness, spirit. Look, this is very accessible, very simple. Everyone's got it in them. Ever since we were little kids, when we first became aware of being aware, when we first noticed that there is some kind of an observer inside of us, that we are that observer within, that's when we started to know or become awake to this consciousness, this awareness, this what? This spirit. So when I say spiritual tips for our spiritual trip, all I mean by that is that we are people, physical, mental, and emotional people who have a separate self from everybody else. And then we are also an awareness, a consciousness. We are a self-aware being. So let's pull a card, and it's going to give us a concept, and we're going to be able to talk about some spiritual tips for your spiritual trip. And this is going to increase the quality of your life, because when you get information that is principle-based or practical-based, information that is of high regard, meaning the best of the best, right? You just know that these concepts are awesome, and you can just tell when you hear them. So, all right, the card we are pulling here is called Aloneness. Ooh, aloneness. Now look, aloneness, right off the bat, the word aloneness can sound crappy and negative, but it's not. And look, we're going to get rid of that right away. The first thing we're going to say about this card is we are never really alone. We are never alone. Let me explain. We're not alone because we have a personal life that is filled with memories and data. We have previous versions of our self at 8 years old, 9 years old. I've got this guy named Brian who grew up in Connecticut, who rode a Huffy 10-speed bike, and there he is right now. I'm revisiting him in my consciousness, in my awareness. I'm revisiting myself, right? So I am not alone. I am not alone. I have myself. I have my me. And I have all the experiences, all the memories of me doing things. Look, I'm riding my Huffy 10-speed bike. There I go down Limekiln Road in Ridgefield, Connecticut. Ooh, it's a sunny day. I see it. Wow, there I am. Ooh, I can feel the little fake leather on the handlebars. Ooh, they're those banana ones that go down, not the ones that go out. Oh, wow, look. It's a 10-speed bike. Oh, it's so cool. I can feel the road. Here I go, past the neighbors. Ah, I love it. Look, what was that? I am not alone. I have myself, and that's just one memory out of the, oh my God, how many memories that we each have. So when we see this card, aloneness, the first thing we want to say about it, spiritual tip, is that you are not alone, and you never will be. You're always going to have yourself, and you can always visit your memories in your consciousness, your awareness, your spirit. So the second spiritual tip related to this card is, let's take a look and see. Oh, look, dude is enamored by the light, So this card is reminding us that there's always a light at the end of the tunnel, a light up in the sky, a star to wish upon, some type of a guiding force that is alive and awake and is beckoning us, is inspiring us, is what we are trekking towards. And we don't really feel alone now, do we? Because we have this beautiful, magical, never-ending, constantly revealing light with us all the time. Now, some people call that God. Some call it source. Some call it the universe. Whatever you want to call it, doesn't matter. You know that you're not alone, that you have this that you have this one love and light power, this guiding system that is always with you. So that's point number 2 on our spiritual trip. Let's look again. All right. Aloneness. What's going on here? Oh, I see something. The third spiritual tip for your spiritual trip is this staff with the little green leaves that he's holding, right? Let's look at this. He's walking forward with this stick, and the stick has these leaves on it. Now, the leaves represent growth. They represent renewal. They represent health and wellness. And that means like his little stick, his little walking stick, his little helper friend is all of the times that he has lived on health and wellness, all of the well activities, all of the well and goodwill words that he's used with his friends and his neighbors and his family, all of the wonderfully beautiful, healthy activities that he engages in along his path, and all the people that he sees going through there. He's not alone. We are not alone. We are filled with all of our activities, all of the health and wellness, all of the wonderful stuff on the adventure, the unknown adventure called our lives. So let's get one more tip out of this card. So the fourth spiritual tip in here is, oh, hey, let me just interrupt for a moment. I wanted to tell you, I've got other videos on this channel that are packed full of good stuff. Just look through them after this video, pick something that you're drawn to and see what happens. Believe it or not, a lot of times the message you hear is just what you need. Let's get back to this aloneness video. So let's get one more tip out of this card. So the fourth spiritual tip in here is, oh, I see it now. Look at the ledge, right? He's walking, right? Right over the edge. No. He's walking towards the edge. Even though there is no more land there, even though it looks like we're going to fall, it's just not true. As we get further out there, there's just going to be boards in a bridge that just appear because we live on the edge of our lives. We walk out on faith. We are not alone in that. There is a ton of people all around us that are living on the edge of their lives. They are doing what they are inspired to do from the source, from God as they understand God. We are not alone. We are all living out our highest revelations, our most creative insights, our unique contributions to the world, or to our jobs, or to our relationships, our families, our friends. We are being as authentic and kind and loving and giving as we can with the new things we're finding in our consciousness. So we are part of a spiritual and a human fellowship of people, never alone. So those are 4 spiritual tips for your spiritual trip based on the card called Aloneness. We're never alone. So if you like this video, please hit the like button. Help me out here. Subscribe to the channel. There's going to be more videos. I cover a lot of different topics. We've got the pick a card topics for spiritual tips. We've got the law of attraction stuff so you can better be in a position to manifest your hopes and dreams and recognize them. We've got all sorts of self-awareness practices, ways to overcome your emotions, ways to get into that space of creativity and bring quality practices and concepts into your life. So enjoy your day. Enjoy the fact that we're never really alone, unless we want to be. Enjoy living on the edge of your life. Enjoy your awareness.